With 130,000 years of human prehistory, of which only the last 13,000 years have been documented because of the archaeological dogma that there was no point in looking deeper. Goodness knows what was happening here in that time that so far just nobody has cared to look for. It could have been the location of hitherto unrecognized advances and developments in the story of civilization.
Welcome to the mysterious world of Gunung Padang, Southeast Asia's largest and most mysterious megalithic site, nestled deep in the mountains of West Java, Indonesia. Today we're diving into the secrets of this ancient structure that dates back thousands of years. From hidden chambers beneath its massive stone terraces to controversial age, estimates that challenge our understanding of human history, what untold stories does Gunung Padang hold? Stay tuned as we uncover the layers of mystery surrounding this incredible archaeological puzzle. Gunung Padang is shrouded in mystery due to its extensive stone structures and enigmatic origins. The site, situated on a mountain about 30 kilometers southwest of Cianjur and 90 kilometers from Jakarta, first caught the attention of the international community during the Dutch colonial era in Indonesia. Reports dating back to the 1910s describe Dutch historians and archaeologists being intrigued by its large stones arranged in complex patterns. Despite these early recognitions, it wasn't until much later, with the maturity of Indonesia's own archaeological institutions, that Gunung Padang received more thorough exploration. In the mid-20th century, the site was sporadically studied by local researchers, and during the 1970s and the 1980s, Indonesian archaeologists conducted preliminary surveys, noting the extensive terraced structures. However, these were still relatively surface-level explorations. A significant turn in the investigation of Gunung Padang occurred in 2010 when Dr. Danny Hilman Natawijaya, a geologist associated with the Indonesian Institute of Sciences, took an active interest in the site due to its unique geological formations. Dr. Natawijaya's engagement marked the beginning of an in-depth exploration using modern technologies such as ground-penetrating radar, seismic tomography, and advanced radiocarbon dating techniques, which allowed researchers to peer beneath the surface and uncover layers and features previously unseen. From 2011 to 2012, early radiocarbon tests on these layers suggested that the upper visible layers of the site were constructed between 500 and 1500 years ago, aligning with the age of other known megalithic sites in Southeast Asia. However, the narrative took a dramatic turn in 2013, when deeper investigations indicated the presence of layers that could date back to at least 9000 BC, and possibly as far back as 20,000 BC. These findings, which suggested a much older timeline for human civilization in Southeast Asia, were further complemented in 2014 by discoveries of potential man-made structures and chambers beneath the mountain's surface, adding layers of mystery and complexity to the site's construction. The implications of these findings are profound, stirring significant debate among the archaeological community. If the estimations hold true, they would indicate that advanced societies capable of complex construction projects existed in Southeast Asia far earlier than previously believed. The exploration of Gunung Padang not only challenges our understanding of prehistoric human activity, but also stirs national pride in Indonesia, leading to increased support from the government for archaeological research to delve deeper into the country's ancient history. This ongoing research continues to unveil new facets of the site, promising to enrich our understanding of early human societies. Gunung Padang is a fascinating archaeological site that showcases the ancient engineering and architectural prowess of its builders. Perched atop a hill and sprawling over an area of roughly 900 square meters, this site is one of Southeast Asia's most significant megalithic complexes. The builders employed a variety of rectangular andesite stones, a volcanic rock noted for its hardness, which they arranged into massive terraces that narrate the tale of different epochs and construction techniques. The stones at Gunung Padang vary widely in size, with some weighing several tons and the largest reaching up to 7 meters in length and weighing over 40 tons. The method used to arrange these heavy stones into terraces would have required not only a sophisticated knowledge of engineering, but also the use of tools like levers, wooden rollers, and perhaps the power of humans or animals. Surrounding these terraces are walls built from columnar joints of volcanic rocks. These walls serve both functional and aesthetic purposes, indicating that the ancient builders not only sought durability against weathering, but also had an eye for design. Radiocarbon dating of the organic materials found within the soil layers tells us that the upper visible layers of the site were constructed between 500 and 1500 BC. However, it is the deeper, less visible layers that truly captivate archaeologists, as advanced imaging techniques suggest there could be constructions buried that date back farther. If these findings prove accurate, Gunung Padang would not only be the oldest known megalithic site in Southeast Asia, but would also rival the age of Göbekli Tepe in Turkey, which is currently considered one of the world's oldest temple complexes. One intriguing theory about Gunung Padang is that it might have served as more than just a communal or ceremonial center. It could have had astronomical purposes. Some researchers believe that the arrangement of the stones and the orientation of the terraces could align with celestial bodies and significant events like solstices and equinoxes, a practice observed in other ancient megalithic sites around the world. This suggests that the site's creators had a sophisticated understanding of astronomy, which they incorporated into their religious and social practices. When compared to Stonehenge in England, which was built between 3000 BC and 2000 BC, Gunung Padang's potential origins around 20,000 BC place it much earlier in the timeline of megalithic construction. While both sites share similarities in their possible astronomical significance and their use of large stones, Gunung Padang's terraces add a unique layer of complexity and grandeur, suggesting that megalithic culture in Southeast Asia could be far older than previously understood. Continuing our exploration of Gunung Padang, let's delve deeper into the remarkable aspects that highlight its ancient architectural ingenuity and potential cosmological significance. The site's construction techniques are particularly impressive due to the massive columnar basalt rocks that comprise its structure. Not native to the immediate area, these rocks were transported several kilometers, showcasing the ancient builders' advanced knowledge in engineering and logistics. The likely method of moving these heavy stones involved rolling them over logs, a challenging feat given the terrain and the weight of the stones, which could reach several tons. Furthermore, the layout of Gunung Padang may reflect more than just architectural intent. It seems to mirror an astronomical blueprint similar to that of Stonehenge or the pyramids of Giza, which align with solstices and other celestial events. This alignment suggests that Gunung Padang might have served as an ancient observatory, with certain stones positioned to mark solar and lunar events, thereby serving a practical purpose in agricultural and ceremonial life. Recent investigations have brought to light another fascinating feature: large underground chambers revealed through geophysical surveys. These chambers could potentially be ancient burial sites or storage for cultural artifacts, representing older construction phases concealed beneath more recent layers. This discovery hints at a much larger and more complex site than what is visible on the surface. The debates surrounding the age of Gunung Padang are as lively as they are pivotal. Some researchers suggest that the site could be up to 22,000 years old, based on indirect dating methods such as analyzing sediment layers and geological formations. These controversial estimates, if proven correct, would challenge the established timelines of human civilization and technology development, making Gunung Padang a key site for understanding prehistoric human societies. Additionally, there are speculative theories about the carvings and inscriptions found at Gunung Padang, possibly indicating cultural links with other distant ancient civilizations. These theories, while not yet proven, suggest that the site could have connections as far-reaching as Africa or the Indian subcontinent, hinting at a more interconnected prehistoric world. An interesting comparison can be drawn between Gunung Padang and Nan Madol, located on the island of Pohnpei in the western Pacific Ocean. Known as the Venice of the Pacific, Nan Madol features ruins linked by canals and constructed with large basalt logs, similar to the massive stone pillars used at Gunung Padang. Both sites demonstrate advanced quarrying, transporting, and assembly techniques in challenging environments, showcasing the ingenuity of their builders and possibly suggesting exchanges of cultural practices and technological knowledge across vast distances. These comparisons not only underline the architectural achievements of these ancient builders, but also enrich our understanding of their capabilities and the extent of their cultural interactions. Pine Gap, situated in the remote desert of central Australia near Alice Springs, is an installation shrouded in intrigue. Officially known as the Joint Defence Facility Pine Gap, it is primarily used for satellite surveillance and operates as a collaboration between the Australian and United States governments. The facility's central function involves the collection of a wide array of signals intelligence, SIGINT, and providing early warning of ballistic missile launches. Established during the Cold War in 1970, Pine Gap has grown to become one of the most critical intelligence facilities globally. It's home to a large number of radomes, which protect the sensitive satellite dishes from environmental elements and disguise their direction and purpose. The facility is strategically significant due to its location, which allows for the monitoring of a large portion of the Eastern Hemisphere. The secrecy surrounding Pine Gap has fueled numerous theories about its true purpose. Some speculate it is involved in global surveillance as part of the Echelon network, and others suggest it plays a role in drone strikes. The base's operations are so classified that even the highest-ranking Australian politicians have limited knowledge of what goes on inside. Moreover, Pine Gap's role in international espionage and surveillance has made it a focal point for protests and criticism, particularly from anti-war activists and those concerned about privacy and the extent of international surveillance by governments. The Jiangsu National Security Education Museum, located in Nanjing, China, is a unique and highly restricted institution. Opened in 2009, it is dedicated to the history of Chinese intelligence and espionage. What makes this museum particularly intriguing is that it's closed to foreign visitors, a policy that's rare for a museum and heightens its air of secrecy. The museum's exhibits reportedly include a wide array of spy gadgets and tools used by Chinese intelligence over the years. These include items like cipher machines, concealed weapons, and surveillance equipment. The museum also documents stories of espionage involving China, highlighting the skills and tactics of Chinese spies. One of the most interesting aspects of the museum is its educational role in promoting patriotism and intelligence awareness among Chinese citizens. It offers insight into the techniques used in modern espionage and the importance of state secrets. The exclusion of foreigners is explained as a measure to protect sensitive information, though this policy has led to speculation about what is inside its walls. The Jiangsu National Security Education Museum stands as a testament to the world of espionage and intelligence. It underscores the importance of these practices in national security, while also maintaining a veil of secrecy about China's own intelligence practices and capabilities. For those interested in the art of spying and the history of intelligence, this museum, albeit off-limits to many, represents a fascinating and secretive piece of global espionage history. Delving into the depths beneath Russia's bustling capital city, Moscow, lies a subject of intense intrigue and speculation: the Metro 2. Alleged to be a secret underground metro system, Metro 2 is said to run parallel to the public Moscow Metro. The existence of this clandestine network, also known by the codename D6, is shrouded in mystery and closely intertwined with the Soviet-era's secrecy. According to various sources, including reported testimonies from former Soviet officials, Metro 2 was constructed during Stalin's reign. It was intended as an emergency escape route for Soviet leaders and as a strategic military transport line connecting key government and administrative buildings like the Kremlin, the Federal Security Service, FSB headquarters, and various military installations. The scope and scale of Metro 2, as described by those who claim to have seen it, are astonishing. It is said to be deeper and more extensive than the public metro, with some estimates suggesting it lies 200 meters underground. The system is believed to include multiple lines, fully equipped living quarters, and command and control centers that could serve as a bunker in the event of a nuclear war. Despite these fascinating details, the Russian government has neither confirmed nor denied the existence of Metro 2, and tangible evidence of this subterranean system remains elusive. If real, Metro 2 exemplifies the lengths to which governments go in preparing for worst-case scenarios and maintaining continuity during crises. Located in the Nevada desert, Area 51 has become synonymous with UFOs and alien conspiracy theories. This highly classified U.S. Air Force facility, also known as Groom Lake or Homey Airport, has been the epicenter of extraterrestrial speculation for decades. The US government's long-standing refusal to acknowledge its existence, only officially doing so in 2013, has only fueled public curiosity and conspiracy theories. Area 51's history is rooted in aviation and weapons testing. It was originally established as a testing site for the U-2 spy plane during the Cold War. However, its remote location and top-secret status made it a fertile ground for UFO and alien folklore. The facility gained significant public attention in the late 1980s when Bob Lazar, a self-proclaimed physicist, claimed he worked at Area 51 reverse engineering alien spacecraft. Although Lazar's claims have been widely discredited, they have had a lasting impact on the site's mythology. The theories about Area 51 range from the storage and examination of crashed alien spacecraft, including materials from Roswell, to meetings and collaborations with extraterrestrials. The so-called Area 51 raid event, sparked as a joke on social media in 2019, brought the site back into the public eye, with millions expressing interest in storming the base to see them aliens. Despite the wild speculation, experts suggest that Area 51 continues to serve as a testing ground for advanced military technology. The secrecy surrounding the facility is likely more about protecting sensitive military and intelligence activities rather than hiding extraterrestrial secrets. Nonetheless, Area 51 remains a potent symbol of the unknown and a central piece of UFO folklore, captivating imaginations worldwide. Nestled beneath the elegant Greenbrier resort in West Virginia lies a secret that was kept hidden for over 3 decades. This secret is a massive underground bunker designed during the Cold War to serve as a refuge for the United States Congress in case of a nuclear attack. Constructed in the late 1950s and completed in 1961, the bunker was a feat of engineering and secrecy, maintaining its cover as a top-secret government facility until it was exposed by a journalist in 1992. The bunker, codenamed Project Greek Island, was equipped to accommodate the members of Congress and their staff for up to 60 days in the event of a nuclear fallout. Spanning over 112,000 square feet, it featured decontamination chambers, a power plant, water purification systems, a clinic with operating rooms, dormitories, a cafeteria, and even a chamber designed to replicate the House of Representatives and Senate floors. The facility was maintained in a constant state of readiness by government employees working undercover as hotel audiovisual technicians. What makes the Greenbrier bunker particularly fascinating is how it was hidden in plain sight. The resort guests were unaware of its existence, as it was cleverly concealed beneath the West Virginia wing of the hotel. After its decommissioning, the bunker has been repurposed as a data storage facility and is now open for tours, allowing visitors to glimpse into a once top-secret aspect of America's Cold War history. Plunging to depths of over 36,000 feet, the Mariana Trench is the deepest known point in Earth's oceans. Located in the western Pacific Ocean, this mysterious underwater canyon is deeper than Mount Everest is tall. Its deepest point, known as the Challenger Deep, is a realm of crushing pressure, pitch darkness, and extreme cold, making it one of the most inhospitable places on the planet. Exploration of the Mariana Trench has been limited due to the extreme conditions. Only a handful of manned and unmanned missions have successfully reached its depths. The first successful manned descent was made by Jacques Piccard and Don Walsh in the bathyscaphe Trieste in 1960. More recently, film director James Cameron made a solo dive in 2012 in the deep-sea Challenger submersible. The trench is a unique ecological hotspot, home to an array of bizarre and uniquely adapted species. These include giant amoebas, bioluminescent organisms, and otherworldly creatures like the snailfish, which have evolved to withstand the immense pressure. The trench also plays a crucial role in Earth's carbon cycle, with organic matter from the surface sinking to its depths, where it is consumed by bacteria. The Mariana Trench remains a focus for scientific research, offering insights into the limits of life on Earth and the processes governing deep-sea ecosystems. Each expedition brings new discoveries, shedding light on this dark, mysterious, and largely unexplored frontier of our planet. The Mount Weather Emergency Operations Center, located in the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia, is a facility that has piqued the public's curiosity and concern since its existence became widely known in the 1970s. This extensive complex, spanning over 564 acres, serves as a major relocation site for US government and military officials in case of a national disaster or nuclear war. Its primary role is to ensure the continuity of government operations under the most extreme conditions. Constructed in the late 1950s, Mount Weather is designed to be self-sufficient in emergencies. The facility includes an independent power supply, a water treatment plant, a hospital, dining and living accommodations, and even its own fire and police department. The centerpiece of the complex is the underground bunker, which is said to be capable of withstanding a nuclear blast. The bunker is equipped with state-of-the-art communication systems, allowing it to function as a command center. Mount Weather is also home to the National Emergency Coordination Center, operated by the Federal Emergency Management Agency. In times of national crises such as the September 11th attacks, key government personnel are evacuated to Mount Weather to continue essential functions. The secrecy surrounding Mount Weather, combined with its critical role in national security, has led to various conspiracy theories and speculations about its capabilities and operations. However, the US government maintains that the facility's primary purpose is to ensure the stability and continuity of government in the face of major disasters. Today we're diving deep, quite literally, into the world beneath the waves. The ocean, vast and mysterious, has always captivated human imagination. But what if I told you that below the surface, hidden from plain sight, there might be secret underwater bases? It sounds like something straight out of a spy novel, doesn't it? Well, buckle up, because we are about to explore the top 5 secret underwater bases that you probably didn't know existed. Fellow seekers of the unknown, as we delve into the world of Ortech. Standing for the Atlantic Undersea Test and Evaluation Center, this highly secretive US Navy facility is tucked away in the cerulean waters of the Bahamas. Its official mission: to facilitate deep water testing for submarines, sonar systems, and other undersea warfare technologies. Ortech's facilities include an intricate web of underwater cables, sensors, and ranges sprawled across a vast area of the ocean floor. It's a hub of technological advancement and precision, ensuring that the US Navy remains at the cutting edge of undersea warfare capabilities. The array of instruments and devices at Ortech's disposal are calibrated to detect even the minutest disturbances underwater, making it an essential asset for submarine research and development. However, where there is secrecy, curiosity and speculation inevitably follow. Ortech has found itself at the center of numerous theories and conjectures, some of which are as deep and mysterious as the waters it operates in. There are those who believe that Ortech is the US Navy's gateway to uncharted territories, possibly even serving as a meeting point with extraterrestrial beings. The facility's proximity to the Bermuda Triangle only adds fuel to the speculative fire, with tales of underwater UFOs and alien encounters intertwined with Ortech's narrative. Some conspiracy theorists suggest that Ortech is involved in the study and exploration of underwater ruins, possibly remnants of ancient advanced civilizations. These theories often point to the intricate networks of underwater tunnels and structures that are said to exist in the region, arguing that Ortech's true purpose is to uncover and study these ancient relics. Despite these tantalizing theories, Ortech remains shrouded in secrecy, its activities known only to a select few. The facility operates with a level of discretion and confidentiality befitting its status as a military installation, leaving the rest of us to ponder and speculate about what truly goes on beneath the waves. What secrets does Ortech hold? What mysteries are locked away in its underwater testing ranges? The answers to these questions remain elusive, hidden in the depths of the ocean, waiting for the day when the veil of secrecy is finally lifted, and the true story of Ortech is revealed. As we continue our journey through the hidden and mysterious realms of secret underwater bases, our attention shifts to a place that has captivated the imagination of many: the supposed underwater base off the coast of Malibu, California. This particular location has garnered significant attention, fueled by a mix of intrigue, satellite imagery, and tales of the unexplained. Nestled beneath the waves, approximately 6 miles off the coast of Point Dume, enthusiasts and conspiracy theorists have identified what appears to be a structure resting on the seafloor. The structure, seemingly gargantuan in size, is characterized by what looks like a flat top and large pillars supporting it, almost resembling a submerged building or facility of some sort. The intrigue surrounding the Malibu underwater base is significantly amplified by the clarity and symmetry of the structure, as seen in sonar and satellite imagery. The dimensions of the formation appear to be too precise, too intentional to be a mere quirk of nature. It spans almost 2.5 miles wide, with what appear to be pillars rising 600 feet from the ocean floor. The formation's flat top sits 450 feet below the surface of the water, adding to the mystery and allure. Many have questioned the origins and purpose of this structure. Could it be the remnants of an ancient civilization, long lost to the pages of history? Or is it a secret modern-day facility operating right under our noses? Theories abound, with some suggesting that this underwater base could be a hub for extraterrestrial activity, pointing to numerous UFO sightings in the area and anecdotal reports of strange phenomena. The Malibu underwater base has become a topic of fascination for UFO enthusiasts and researchers alike, drawing attention from around the globe. Investigations and expeditions have been conducted to get to the bottom of this mystery, though concrete answers remain elusive. The US government has largely remained silent on the matter, neither confirming nor denying the existence of an underwater base in the region. This silence only adds to the intrigue and speculation, leaving the true nature of the Malibu underwater base a topic of debate, discussion, and wonder. What lies beneath the waves off the coast of Malibu? Is it a natural formation, a secret government facility, or something far more extraordinary? The answers remain hidden, tucked away in the depths of the ocean, waiting for the day when the secrets of the Malibu underwater base are finally unveiled. Delving into the depths of the Baltic Sea, there lies a mystery that has captured the imagination of people worldwide, an anomaly that some believe to be an underwater base concealed beneath the waves. This particular segment of the ocean, nestled between northern Europe's picturesque coasts, has become a focal point for enthusiasts, researchers, and conspiracy theorists alike. The Baltic Sea is known for its unique geological features, brackish waters, and the remnants of shipwrecks from centuries past. However, it was in 2011 that the world's attention was truly drawn to this body of water when a Swedish ocean exploration team known as Ocean X stumbled upon a peculiar formation on the seafloor. This structure, characterized by its circular shape and unnatural appearance, immediately sparked speculation and intrigue. Measuring an impressive 200 feet in width, the formation bears semblances to architectural design, with straight lines and angles that seem to defy natural occurrence. The images captured by sonar scans reveal a pattern and symmetry that is uncommon for underwater geological formations. This has led some to boldly speculate that the structure could be the remnants of an ancient civilization, a sunken city that predates any known human settlement. What adds to the mystery is the long, skid-like trail that leads up to the anomaly, suggesting that the structure may have moved or been placed in its current location. This detail has further fueled theories regarding its origin, with some suggesting that it could be a crashed UFO or a secret underwater military installation. However, it's not just the appearance of the structure that has baffled researchers. It's also the anomalous electronic disturbances that have been reported in its vicinity. Devices tend to malfunction when approaching the anomaly, only to resume normal function once at a safe distance. This peculiar phenomenon has only deepened the mystery, with some suggesting that the structure could be emitting an unknown energy or force field. Despite the fervent interest and speculation surrounding the Baltic Sea anomaly, comprehensive studies and expeditions to the site have been limited. The challenging conditions of the Baltic Sea, combined with the depth at which the structure resides, have made it difficult for researchers to conduct thorough investigations. Many questions remain unanswered, and the anomaly continues to be a source of fascination and debate. Is this underwater formation a natural geological structure shaped by the forces of time and nature? Or is it evidence of an ancient civilization that once thrived in the region? Could it possibly be a secret military base hidden away from the prying eyes of the world? The Baltic Sea holds its secrets well, and the underwater base of the Baltic Sea continues to be an enduring mystery, captivating the imagination of all who dare to ponder its origins. Russia, with its vast territories and extensive coastline, has been a subject of fascination and intrigue for many, particularly when it comes to its military capabilities and secretive operations. Amongst the most intriguing aspects are its alleged secret submarine bases, hidden beneath the surface and shrouded in mystery. These bases, said to be remnants of the Cold War era, are rumored to be strategically placed along Russia's extensive coastline, serving as concealed harbors for its submarine fleet. The allure of these bases lies not only in their secretive nature, but also in their purported capability to house and maintain submarines away from prying eyes. One of the most famous of these bases is located on the Kola Peninsula near the town of Gadzhievo. This base is said to be home to a significant portion of Russia's northern fleet, housing some of the country's most advanced and formidable submarines. The strategic position of this base allows for quick and stealthy access to the Arctic Ocean, a region of increasing geopolitical importance. The base is carved into the mountains with tunnels leading directly to the Barents Sea, providing submarines with a hidden and protected route in and out of the base. This design not only shields the submarines from harsh weather conditions, but also serves as a deterrent, making it incredibly challenging for adversaries to detect and target the fleet. Rumors and speculations abound regarding the capabilities of these bases, with some suggesting that they are equipped with advanced technology and facilities capable of repairing and maintaining submarines without the need for them to surface. This would provide Russia with a strategic advantage, allowing its submarines to remain undetected for extended periods, ensuring their readiness for any potential conflict. Despite the secrecy surrounding these bases, satellite imagery and investigative journalism have provided glimpses into their existence and operations. The extensive infrastructure, security measures, and strategic positioning of these bases underscore their importance to Russia's military strategy, particularly in the Arctic region. What adds another layer of intrigue to these secret submarine bases is their role in Russia's underwater research and exploration efforts. It is said that these bases also serve as hubs for underwater vehicles and research submarines, exploring the depths of the Arctic Ocean, conducting scientific research, and possibly engaging in espionage activities. And as always, thanks for watching. Let us know ideas you may have in the comments below.
Well, hello from the Giant's Causeway on the north coast of Northern Ireland, where we have some incredible breaking news for you. Unconfirmed reports that the giant Fingal has gone into winter hibernation. There was the unmistakable sound of snoring coming from within the mountain.
Through the winter time, of course, he's hibernating. Sure, don't all mythological creatures hibernate through the winter?
Did ancient giants once roam the rugged coasts of Northern Ireland, meticulously constructing what we now admire as the Giant's Causeway? This stunning formation, comprising thousands of interlocking basalt columns, captivates with its geometric perfection and mystifying origins.
They're finding these giant geometrical earthworks and evidence of very large populations.
While scientific explorations attribute these awe-inspiring structures to volcanic activities, local legends and ancient tales suggest otherwise, hinting at colossal figures sculpting this landscape.
I have heard more stories about giants, and I have found that there is support for this.
As we delve deeper, parallels with other enigmatic megalithic sites, such as the colossal Baalbek stones, stir the imagination.
This is called the trilithon. Each of these 3 blocks weighs 900 tons.
Could there be a grain of truth to these myths? Join us as we explore the blurred lines between myth and geology at the Giant's Causeway, a place where history and folklore dance delicately on the edges of reality. Nestled on the rugged northeast coast of Northern Ireland in County Antrim, the Giant's Causeway is a breathtaking natural wonder, celebrated not only for its geological uniqueness, but also for its deep roots in local mythology.
This is biology. The size of these creatures it's staggering.
Formed from a volcanic fissure eruption some 50 to 60 million years ago, during the Paleocene epoch, the causeway consists of roughly 40,000 interlocking basalt columns. These columns are predominantly hexagonal, although there is a fascinating variety in their shapes, with some exhibiting 4, 5, 7, or even 8 sides. This variety adds a unique character to the causeway's overall appearance, making it a subject of interest not only for tourists, but also for geologists and nature enthusiasts. The allure of the Giant's Causeway is magnified by the legendary tales of Finn McCool, or Fionn MacCumhale, a giant renowned for his strength and wisdom, who is said to have called the Antrim coast his home. According to Gaelic mythology, Finn was once challenged by the Scottish giant Benandonna. Rather than shrink from this daunting adversary, Finn constructed the causeway across the North Channel as a means to meet his foe without the peril of the sea.
Finn started throwing boulders into the sea, creating a rocky bridge where Benandonna resided.
This act of engineering is depicted as a monumental feat, showcasing Finn's resourcefulness and might. The tales take a humorous turn when Finn, realizing Benandonna's imposing size, relies on his wife Una's cunning to save him. She disguises Finn as a baby, and when Benandonna sees the size of the infant, he flees in terror, destroying the causeway behind him to prevent pursuit.
If that was the size of the baby, just how huge was the father?
This clever twist not only highlights the wit often celebrated in Irish folklore, but also underlines the cultural significance of storytelling in understanding and preserving history. Drawing an interesting parallel, the causeway shares thematic elements with Norse mythology's Bifrost, the burning rainbow bridge that connects Midgard, the realm of humanity, to Asgard, the home of the gods. Both structures, whether connecting lands or realms, symbolize significant passageways in their respective mythologies, embodying themes of challenge and transition. Today, the Giant's Causeway stands as a major tourist destination, attracting visitors from around the world who seek to immerse themselves in its natural beauty and legendary tales. It plays a pivotal role in the cultural heritage of Northern Ireland, embodying a blend of humor, bravery, and cleverness, key traits cherished in Irish folklore. The enduring popularity of these legends ensures that the mythical and natural heritage of the Giant's Causeway continues to inspire awe and pride, bridging the gap between the past and the present. The Giant's Causeway, steeped in local myth, gradually made its mark on the broader European consciousness of natural wonders, thanks to Sir Richard Bulkeley's pivotal 1692 presentation to the Royal Society. This presentation marked the inception of the scientific exploration that would span centuries, exploring the intriguing natural formation on the northeast coast of Northern Ireland. Sir Richard Bulkeley, a member of the prestigious Royal Society and a fellow at Trinity College, Dublin, played a crucial role in introducing the Giant's Causeway to the scientific community. Though the specifics of his presentation are not well documented, his mention of the causeway was clearly intended to spark curiosity and scientific investigation. This early academic nod was instrumental, paving the way for the causeway to be studied under the emerging scientific methodologies of the Enlightenment, attracting the attention of geologists and natural philosophers.
I want to know what else is going to be found that hasn't been investigated yet at all. We're just touching the edge of a huge mystery.
The 18th century saw a burgeoning scientific interest in the natural world, with the Giant's Causeway becoming a focal point of study. The unusual basaltic columns drew scientists, prompted by Bulkeley's mention, to theorize about their origins. This period was marked by significant debates, notably between Neptunism and Plutonism. Neptunism posited that the rocks had formed from minerals crystallizing in the oceans, suggesting that the causeway's columns were sedimentary deposits. In contrast, Plutonism argued these structures were the result of volcanic activity, where molten basalt cooled and contracted to form the hexagonal columns. Championed by James Hutton in the late 18th century, Plutonism eventually won out and is now the accepted explanation for the formation of the Giant's Causeway. Turning our gaze to a similar marvel, Fingal's Cave on the Scottish island of Staffa offers a compelling parallel to the Giant's Causeway. Both are characterized by strikingly similar hexagonal basalt formations, and both are steeped in connected folklore. Fingal's Cave is said to be named after the same giant linked to the causeway. This shared geology and lore have spurred theories of a possible geological bridge once connecting Ireland and Scotland, highlighting not only the shared natural wonders, but also the rich cultural ties between the two regions through their legends. This comparison deepens our appreciation of how geological formations can weave together the fabric of myths across lands. Fingal's Cave on the uninhabited island of Staffa is a place where geological wonder meets literary inspiration. Its discovery by the modern world came in 1772 when Sir Joseph Banks, already famed for his voyage with Captain James Cook, explored the cave. During his tour of Scotland, he was struck by the natural architecture of the cave. Banks's vivid descriptions in his letters and journals captivated the British public and intellectuals alike, spreading its fame far and wide. His portrayal helped cement the cave's status as a natural wonder, drawing artists, writers, and eventually tourists, especially during the popular Grand Tour period in Europe. The name Fingal's Cave owes its origin to James Macpherson's literary work, which claimed to translate ancient Gaelic poetry, although it was later debated and considered largely his own creation. Nonetheless, the popularity of these poems romanticized Scottish history and added a mythical quality to the cave, linking it with the hero Fingal. This association not only named the cave, but also framed it within a narrative of heroic deeds and a mystic past, reinforcing it as a symbol of Scottish pride and identity. The cave itself is a geological marvel, formed through the cooling and solidification of lava. This process starts when a large lava flow cools uniformly, causing it to contract and fracture into long, symmetrical columns, mostly hexagonal in cross-section. This phenomenon is not only rare, but also visually stunning, contributing significantly to the cave's fame. Inside, the cave's structure is grand and cathedral-like, standing about 72 feet high and stretching around 270 feet back into the cliffs. The roof arches naturally, and the floor, partially submerged, is constantly washed by seawater, enhancing the cave's eerie and mystical sounds. Moreover, Fingal's Cave is renowned for its extraordinary acoustics. The structure of the cave, combined with the rhythmic sounds of the ocean, creates a haunting soundscape that echoes against the basalt columns. This auditory feature significantly influences the cave's allure and has inspired numerous artists, playing a crucial role in the cave's artistic legacy. Through its natural beauty and the echoes of its columns, Fingal's Cave continues to be a source of fascination and inspiration, weaving together the strands of nature, myth, and art.
Did you knowingly lie when you said you had actually seen anti-gravity propulsion in operation? No.
I mean, it's to be on that cutting edge of technology is so alluring to me.
Bob Lazar's tale reads like a page ripped from a science fiction novel, yet it's a narrative he's presented as his own real-life experience, captivating those intrigued by the mysteries of ufology for years. Imagine a young scientist, previously working on a classified particle accelerator project at Los Alamos National Laboratory, catching the eye of military contractors. This isn't the plot of a movie. It's how Lazar describes the beginning of his journey into the depths of one of the most secretive projects related to extraterrestrial technology.
I did get a chance to look inside the craft on only one occasion, and this was important because where the reactor sat might have been critical to how it operated.
Lazar claims he was whisked away to work at a site known as S4, a place so shrouded in mystery it could easily be mistaken for a mirage in the Nevada desert, just a stone's throw from the infamous Area 51.
You used to work at Area 51.
Well, you know, we want to be accurate.
Okay.
Area S4.
S4, okay.
It's about 15 miles south of Area 51.
According to him, S4 was ingeniously camouflaged against the desert backdrop, designed to be invisible to the untrained eye and to keep prying eyes at bay. The security at S4, as Lazar recounts, was nothing short of what you'd expect for a facility rumored to house the secrets of the universe. Armed guards, surveillance cameras at every turn, and an advanced security system that could read the very bones in your hand. It was clear that whatever was being hidden here was of paramount importance. Lazar paints a picture of a work environment governed by the principle of need to know, where information was doled out sparingly, ensuring that the secrets of S4 remained just that, secrets.
Did you ask any questions about
No,
that?
there's no asking questions.
There's no asking questions.
No.
At the heart of Lazar's extraordinary claims are his alleged encounters with 9 different extraterrestrial spacecraft, each with its own unique design and capabilities. Among these, the Sport model stands out, a disc-shaped craft that seems to leap from the pages of a 1950s sci-fi magazine.
There were 3 seats. They sat around, the reactor was in the dead center of it, and then equidistant around there were 3 seats. And that's all.
He describes being part of a team tasked with reverse engineering the propulsion systems of these crafts, systems that defied all known laws of physics.
look, everyone doesn't necessarily start at a steam engine and go to an internal combustion engine and then, electric power, nuclear power, and go up the ladder that we came on.
Central to these propulsion systems, Lazar claims, was element 115, a substance not even recognized by science at the time of his disclosures, but later added to the periodic table as moscovium. This element, according to Lazar, was the key to unlocking anti-gravity propulsion, allowing these crafts to perform maneuvers that would be impossible for any human-made machine. Lazar provides vivid descriptions of the craft's interiors, specifically the sport model, which was equipped with a central reactor and 3 gravity amplifiers. These components, he says, could manipulate gravitational waves, allowing the craft to bend space-time and travel at unimaginable speeds. It's a concept that, if true, would revolutionize our understanding of travel and propulsion. In 1989, Lazar decided to bring his story to the public, sharing his experiences in interviews that would ignite a firestorm of debate and speculation. His claims were met with skepticism, as many questioned the veracity of his education, employment background, and the feasibility of the technologies he described. In 1989, Bob Lazar did something that would forever change the landscape of ufology and how the world views the secretive military base known as Area 51.
How would you describe it?
I guess within the Area 51 compound, you can call that a subset of Area 51.
With a mixture of concern and a sense of duty, Lazar stepped into the spotlight on Las Vegas television, guided by investigative reporter George Knapp. He wasn't seeking fame. Instead, he was driven by a belief that the public had the right to know about the advanced technology he claimed was being concealed by the government. His revelations opened a Pandora's box, challenging us to question the boundaries of our knowledge and what mysteries the government might be keeping from us. However, Lazar's extraordinary tales were met with a healthy dose of skepticism. Critics were quick to point out the inconsistencies in his narrative, the apparent absence of evidence to back his claims, and the puzzling gaps in his academic and professional history. These controversies have swirled around Lazar, casting shadows of doubt on his credibility.
Again, I forgot where the hell I am.
Yet, despite the skepticism, Lazar's story has ignited a global conversation, thrusting Area 51 from the shadows of obscurity into the glaring light of public curiosity. Lazar's impact on the cultural zeitgeist cannot be understated. His allegations have fueled the imagination of millions, leading to an explosion of documentaries, books, and heated debates. Area 51, once just another top-secret military site, is now synonymous with alien technology and cover-ups, thanks in no small part to Lazar. His claims have kept the conversation about UFOs and the potential for alien contact alive, engaging a new generation of seekers and skeptics alike. The debate over Lazar's credibility continues to rage, with opinions sharply divided. Yet, regardless of where one stands on the issue, it's clear that his narrative has significantly shaped the discourse on extraterrestrial technology and government transparency. Bob Lazar's tales of his time working on alien spacecraft give us a peek into what sounds like the set of a sci-fi movie, especially when he talks about the sport model UFO. Picture this: a sleek, disc-shaped craft that seems to have leaped right out of the pages of a UFO conspiracy theory into reality. Lazar says this design isn't just for show, it's about aerodynamic efficiency. Imagine a vehicle that glides through space, air, and maybe even water with the greatest of ease. Its disc shape cutting down on resistance and allowing it to zip in any direction it pleases. It's the ultimate in alien engineering, blending the iconic look we've all come to associate with flying saucers with practical design features that make interstellar travel a breeze. But let's get down to specifics. According to Lazar, the sport model isn't some behemoth mothership.
What is roughly the size of this thing?
We came up with 52 feet in diameter.
This compact size hints at a craft designed for nimbleness, perhaps used for quick trips across the cosmos rather than carrying loads of extraterrestrial passengers. And it's not just any old material making up the exterior of this UFO.
There are no, first of all, everything is one color. It's like a dark pewter color, and there are no right angles anywhere.
Lazar describes it as a smooth metallic surface, suggesting it's built to survive the harsh conditions of space travel. From withstanding the bombardment of cosmic radiation to shrugging off the impact of micrometeorites, this material, whatever it is, sounds like it's pretty tough stuff. Lazar even hints that it might be some kind of unknown alloy or advanced metamaterial, specially chosen for its propulsion and stealth capabilities. Diving into Bob Lazar's account of the sport model UFO, he paints a picture of an alien craft that's as intriguing on the inside as it is on the outside. According to Lazar, this isn't just a flying disc, it's a marvel of extraterrestrial architecture cleverly divided into 3 levels, each with a distinct purpose. It's like the designers, whoever or whatever they might be, took a page out of human engineering books but then added a twist that's out of this world. Starting at the bottom, the lower level of the craft is where all the magic happens, so to speak. Here lies the heart of the UFO's propulsion system, equipped with 3 gravity amplifiers and their waveguides. These aren't your average engine parts. They're the components that supposedly allow the craft to bend gravity to its will, making it possible to zip across the cosmos with ease. The strategic placement of these amplifiers at the craft's base is a thoughtful touch, ensuring stability and a smooth distribution of gravitational energy. Moving up to the middle deck, we find the crew's quarters. Given the UFO's overall dimensions, space here is at a premium, designed for occupants a bit smaller than your average human. This level likely packs in the essentials for life support and day-to-day operations, although Lazar leaves us guessing on the specifics of how these systems cater to the needs of its non-human users. It's a compact, efficient layout that makes you wonder about the daily lives of its extraterrestrial crew. At the top, the craft features a control hub that sounds like something straight out of a science fiction saga. The navigation and control systems here are said to be unlike anything we're familiar with, possibly incorporating holographic displays or even direct neural connections for piloting the craft. It suggests a level of technology and user interface design that humanity can only dream of, tailored for beings with physical traits quite different from our own. Lazar also notes an astonishing detail about the UFO's construction. There are no visible seams, rivets, or any signs of how it was put together. It's as if the entire craft was manufactured in one piece, hinting at a process that could involve molecular-level precision or materials that self-assemble. The overall design, with its disc shape and thoughtful distribution of internal systems, speaks to a philosophy where adaptability and efficiency are paramount, ensuring the craft can handle whatever the universe throws its way. Central to his eye-opening claims is the propulsion system of these alien crafts, powered by something straight out of a sci-fi novel, Element 115, or Moscovium, as it's known today. Back when Lazar first shared his experiences, Moscovium was a mere hypothesis, absent from the periodic table and unfathomable to mainstream science. Yet, according to him, this element was the key to unlocking gravity-defying travel across the cosmos. Lazar's description of using Element 115 sounds like alchemy of the future. He talks about a stable isotope of this element, undiscovered and unproduced on Earth, that could harness immense energy through an antimatter reaction. We're talking about converting tiny amounts of material into vast amounts of power, enough to fuel the craft's journey through the stars. This process, according to Lazar, could generate gravitational fields, propelling the spacecraft in ways that defy our current understanding of physics. But how exactly does this craft move? Enter the gravity amplifiers. Lazar describes these as the linchpins of the spacecraft's navigation, capable of bending gravity to the craft's will. With 3 of these amplifiers on board, the craft could maneuver with unparalleled agility, hovering, taking off vertically, and gliding in any direction as if the laws of motion were mere suggestions. This isn't just about speeding through space, it's about reshaping the fabric of reality to move from point A to point B. The implications of such technology are staggering, offering a glimpse into a mode of travel that could take us to the stars and beyond without breaking a sweat. Lazar's accounts, whether you choose to believe them or not, ignite the imagination and challenge us to consider the possibilities that might lie just beyond the edge of our current scientific understanding.
Imagine a place lost in time, hidden deep within the jungles of Indonesia. A place where ancient secrets whisper on the wind, and giant stone faces stare out from the past. This is the Bada Valley, a land of forgotten wonders. Here, massive statues stand watch over the forest, their origins shrouded in mystery. And scattered amongst the trees are enormous stone jars, their purpose unknown. Who created these incredible monuments? What were they used for? And why do they seem to echo ancient sites found across the world? Come with us on a journey to this remote and magical valley. Let's explore the clues, unravel the stories, and try to understand the people who left their mark on this timeless landscape.
I think that the city of Tiahuanaco is one of the most mysterious sites in the world. In a way, it's the New World equivalent of Giza. It's a site about which there are far more questions than answers. All these names that are given to structures at Tiahuanaco are entirely arbitrary because we know nothing about the people who built Tiahuanaco.
The discovery of the Tiahuanaco and Pumapunku archaeological sites near Lake Titicaca in western Bolivia is one of the most intriguing chapters in the annals of archaeology.
The handiwork of humans is clearly evident in this site.
These sites, renowned for their massive stone structures and intricate carvings, were first brought to the attention of the Western world by Spanish conquistadors and chroniclers in the 16th century. However, it wasn't until the late 19th and early 20th centuries that systematic archaeological exploration began. How could humans have had such advanced technology to create these structures?
Very ancient structures, thousands of years older than archaeologists suppose, may be hiding in plain view.
The precision and scale of the stonework at these sites suggest the use of techniques and tools that should have been impossible for ancient civilizations. The question remains, not only how were these megalithic blocks meticulously crafted, but also how were they transported across vast distances without the aid of modern machinery?
Some people think that the answer is extraterrestrial visitors. I don't think that's the answer, but who knows?
The first detailed account of Tiahuanaco was provided by Spanish chronicler Pedro Chiesa de León in 1549. During his travels through the Andes, Chiesa de León encountered the ruins and documented them in his book Crónicas del Perú. He described the monumental stone structures and pondered the origins of such an advanced civilization, speculating about the mysterious builders. In the late 19th century, French archaeologist Ephraim George Squire conducted some of the earliest scientific explorations of the site. Squire's work, published in his book Peru, Incidents of Travel and Exploration in the Land of the Incas, which came out in 1877, it brought international attention to Tiahuanaco. He meticulously documented the architectural features and speculated about the site's significance and the civilization that created it. The most significant strides in understanding Tiahuanaco and Pumapunku came with the work of Bolivian archaeologist Carlos Ponce Sanguinés in the mid-20th century. Ponce Sanguinés conducted extensive excavations and research at the site, uncovering a wealth of information about the Tiahuanaco culture and its achievements. His findings were crucial in establishing the historical and cultural context of the sites. The discovery of Tiahuanaco and Pumapunku has always been shrouded in mystery. The sheer scale and precision of the stonework at these sites have baffled archaeologists and researchers for decades. The monumental stone blocks, some weighing as much as 130 metric tons, were quarried, transported, and intricately fitted together with such precision that it seems almost impossible to achieve without modern machinery. This has led to various theories about the technology and methods used by the ancient builders. One of the most perplexing aspects of the discovery is the existence of the so-called H-blocks at Pumapunku.
I don't think we're looking at coincidence here. There's too much going on. I think coincidence is a very weak explanation for what's happening.
These blocks are carved with such intricate precision that they fit together like a puzzle, forming a series of interlocking structures. The H-blocks are so precisely cut that they suggest the use of advanced tools or technologies that are not typically associated with pre-Columbian civilizations in the Americas. The excavations have yielded a veritable treasure trove of artifacts and structures that have provided deep insights into the Tiahuanaco civilization. These findings have illuminated the site's significance as a religious and ceremonial center and revealed the advanced engineering and artistic capabilities of its builders. The Akapana Pyramid stands as one of the most imposing structures at the Tiahuanacu site. This massive terraced pyramid measures approximately 200 meters on each side at its base and rises to a height of about 17 meters. The pyramid is constructed from a combination of large stone blocks and compacted earth. What makes the Akapana particularly intriguing is its sophisticated drainage system. Channels were cut into the terraces to direct water away from the structure, preventing erosion and water damage, indicating a high level of engineering knowledge. Some researchers suggest that the Akapana may have also had an astronomical function, aligning with certain celestial events.
We think it makes more sense. Take the geology, take the astronomy. This monument has its origins 12,000 years ago.
The Kalasasaya Temple is another monumental structure at Tiahuanacu. This large rectangular courtyard is surrounded by a stone wall built from massive sandstone blocks. The temple's name, Kalasasaya, means stones standing up in the local Aymara language, a fitting description of the imposing vertical stones that form part of the structure. The walls are adorned with intricately carved stone figures, including the iconic Gateway of the Sun. This monolithic structure, carved from a single piece of stone, features a central figure believed to be Viracocha, the creator god, flanked by winged attendants. The Gateway of the Sun is thought to have served as a solar calendar, with its carvings marking astronomical events such as solstices and equinoxes. One of the most unique structures at Tiahuanacu is the semi-subterranean temple. This temple is sunken into the ground and features a rectangular courtyard surrounded by stone walls. What sets it apart is the array of over 175 stone heads protruding from the walls, each with distinct facial features, suggesting they may represent different ethnic groups or deities. The floor of the temple is paved with carefully cut and fitted stones, demonstrating the builders' advanced masonry skills. One of the most intriguing artifacts discovered at Tiahuanacu is the Ponce monolith. This large stone statue stands over 7 meters tall and is intricately carved with symbolic motifs. The statue depicts a humanoid figure holding a ceremonial cup in one hand and a staff in the other, adorned with complex geometric patterns and mythological imagery. The detailed carvings on the Ponce monolith are believed to represent religious symbols and may provide insights into the Tiahuanacu cosmology and belief system. The stone blocks used in the construction of Tiahuanacu and Pumapunku are truly monumental. Some of the largest stones at Pumapunku weigh up to 130 metric tons and measure as much as 7.8 meters long, 5.2 meters wide, and about 1 meter thick. To put this in perspective, these blocks are comparable in size and weight to the largest stones used in the construction of the Great Pyramid of Giza in Egypt. The precision with which these stones were cut and fitted together rivals that of modern construction techniques. The H-blocks of Pumapunku are particularly fascinating due to their intricate design and precise construction. Each H-block is carved from a single piece of stone and features multiple interlocking grooves and notches. These blocks fit together with such precision that a thin blade cannot be inserted between them. This level of craftsmanship has led to speculation about the tools and technologies used by the ancient builders. One of the most intriguing theories about the construction of the H-blocks and other structures at Tiahuanacu and Pumapunku involves the use of advanced stone-cutting technologies. Some researchers have suggested that the builders may have used tools made from a material harder than the stone itself, such as diamond-tipped tools or even lasers.
We're going to see more physical evidence for this, more as time goes by.
While there is no concrete evidence to support these theories, the precision of the stonework certainly raises questions about the capabilities of the Tiahuanacu civilization. Another theory posits that the builders may have used a form of concrete or geopolymer to mold the stone blocks. According to this theory, the stones were not carved from solid rock, but were instead cast in place using a mixture of crushed rock, clay, and other materials. This would explain the uniformity and precision of the blocks, as well as the difficulty in identifying tool marks on the surfaces. The artifacts discovered at Tiahuanacu and Pumapunku provide valuable insights into the culture and daily life of the Tiahuanacu civilization. In addition to the monumental stone structures, archaeologists have uncovered a wide variety of artifacts, including pottery, metalwork, textiles, and tools. One of the most remarkable artifacts is the Fuente Magna bowl, also known as the Rosetta Stone of the Americas. This large ceramic bowl is inscribed with both Proto-Sumerian cuneiform script and a form of hieroglyphic writing. The presence of these inscriptions has led to speculation about possible cultural contacts between the Tiahuanacu civilization and ancient Mesopotamian cultures.
And I wonder if some other sites have been misinterpreted, if sites are multi-layered, that many different cultures have been involved in them.
Other notable artifacts include the Keru vessels, which are intricately decorated pottery vessels used for ritual drinking ceremonies. These vessels often feature elaborate geometric designs and depictions of animals and mythological figures. The mysterious nature of Tiahuanacu and Pumapunku has given rise to numerous theories and speculations about their origins and purpose. Some researchers believe that Tiahuanacu was a major gathering center, serving as the capital of the Tiahuanacu civilization. The alignment of the structures with astronomical events, such as solstices and equinoxes, suggests that the site may have been used for astronomical observations and rituals. Another theory suggests that Tiahuanacu and Pumapunku were part of a larger network of ancient sites that were connected by trade and cultural exchange. This theory is supported by the presence of artifacts and architectural styles that are similar to those found in other ancient civilizations, such as the Inca, the Maya, and even ancient Egypt. One of the most intriguing theories is that Tiahuanacu and Pumapunku were built by an advanced civilization that predates the Tiahuanacu culture. According to this theory, the sites were constructed by a lost civilization with advanced knowledge of engineering and stoneworking techniques. This civilization may have been responsible for the construction of other megalithic sites around the world, such as the pyramids of Egypt and the megaliths of Stonehenge.